Today I'm going to show you how to make a Keynote into an interactive learning tool that can be self-paced, teacher-created, or student-created in order to allow kids to work on higher level critical thinking skills like applications of their own knowledge. This application can be great for younger students as well as older students. We're going to show you how it can be used in both the station rotation or in a small group setting. Let's get started. Once you're on your iPad, you're going to want to find your Keynote application. Then hit Create Presentation and you'll come to your pre-made templates. You want to choose a presentation to suit your needs. Today, I'm going to choose the basic white presentation. As a quick reminder to you, let's go over some of the buttons. First, the bottom left side is your plus sign to add slides. There are many different slides that you can choose from in pre-made templates, but we're just going to choose a basic white one for today. Next, if you go to the top right-hand side, you will see the paintbrush, which allows you to change effects on text and media that is used within your presentations. The next button we will look at is the plus sign. You can insert media such as videos, or you can take videos and pictures, or pictures that are already stored on your device. You can insert text, lines, or different shapes, and these come in many colors. If you would scroll over to your left, now you can see that we can also insert some two-dimensional, three-dimensional, or interactive graphs. And finally, you can also add some charts to your Keynote presentation. The next button you have is called your Share Sheet. There are quite a few different ways to share your presentation when finished. To the right of this is your wrench tool. If you click on your wrench tool, it gives you a lot of options for transitions and builds. You can find things in presentations, you can make some notes, you can have some tools, and there's many ways to change your settings. We'll focus here a lot today when making it interactive. To the right of the wrench is going to be your presentation tool. If you click on your presentation tool, it will take you into your presentation. The last button is the question mark. This question mark allows for help at any time that you feel you may need so. When you get help, things will be highlighted on the screen, and you could click on each individual topic for additional assistance. Now let's get started on creating your first interactive Keynote presentation. Remember to double tap to add text and captions to your title slide. Today, we will name our presentation The Letter M by Mrs. Ellis. The next step is to add some blank slides at the bottom of the templates. This way, it empowers our students to make their own choices over their creativity and to own their learning. So we're going to add 4 more slides. Now we're going to focus on the second slide. This is going to be the slide that has our question as well as 2 different buttons that are the answer choices. Once we hit our plus sign, we can choose what we want to insert. I'm going to look for a text that suits my needs. Again, there are many color options that you may wish to choose from. Today, I'm going to click my text and drag it over onto the screen. Once I've clicked my text and I've dragged it over to the screen, then I can choose to change anything I want about it. At any time, if you make a mistake, you can hit the undo button at the top, or you can just shake your iPad. If I wish to enlarge my text, I click on it and I can change its style, meaning I can change the color in the background, or I can go over to text and I can change the size to better meet my needs. I can also play with the text color if I wish to change the color to appeal to the students who are going to see the presentation. Then I'm going to type my question, and again, if I do not like the size, I can go back and I can change it at any time during this presentation. The next part is I want to go back to the plus button and I want to add either pictures or shapes or graphs, whatever my 2 answers are. Today I'm going to insert some pictures though. So my question was, which starts with the letter M? So I've chosen a picture of a mustache that I've added, and I'm also going to add a picture of a teardrop. It's easy to grab the handles and to make these different sizes and suitable. Another great feature of Keynote is sometimes you have backgrounds. So you can highlight a picture with a background. You can go up to your paintbrush, you can go down to Instant Alpha, and then you can click around to eliminate the background. That way the picture stands out. Now that you have your two choices in place, we can move on to your next slide. On slide 3, we're going to tell the viewer whether the picture they chose was correct or not by adding a text to the slide. We're going to take our text, and again we can format it using our paintbrush tool. Today I'm just going to make it slightly larger so that the viewer can see it better. The next part that we're going to do is we're going to go back to the plus sign, and we're going to choose some kind of a shape to be our button. This can be grabbed in the handle and made larger so that you can put text on it. You want to have text so it tells your viewer what to do. Today, we're going to tell the viewer if they are correct that they may go on in the presentation. This way, we can link this to another slide later on. If you don't like the way it looks, again, you go back to your paintbrush and you can change the text using many options at any time. I suggest you play around with this so that you get it as well as you would like to view it. After slide 3 is done, you're going to go to slide 4, and this is where you're going to tell the viewer of your presentation if they're correct or incorrect again. Obviously they're incorrect, so we're going to again add our text using the plus sign, and once we're done using the plus sign, we can change and format using our paintbrush to any manner that we would like. Again, we're going to go to the plus sign and add a shape which will become our button later on. We can still adjust it as we need, and we need to remember to add a text on top to tell our viewer whether we want them to go on or to try the problem again. If the problem was incorrect, we want to tell the viewer to go back to the problem so they have a chance to try it again. This allows for some control of pacing during our presentation on Keynote. Now onto slide 5. I can tell my viewer of this presentation if they've done a good job or not, or I can add on. I'm going to hit the plus and add a picture. Once I add my picture, I grab the handles and I can adjust it to whatever size I need it, as well as put it wherever I want it to be on the page. In addition, I'm going to add some text. Now, we will make our project interactive. On slide 2, we're going to look at the 2 items that we chose for answers. Again, they could have been shapes with text on them, or they could have been text, they could have been pictures. Today, I chose to use pictures to answer the question. So we're going to click on the first picture. Then we're going to go up top to the wrench. This is our tools. We're going to go down now to presentation tools and click on interactive links. This way, we can interactively engage our learners. We are going to click on link to slide, and we're going to choose the slide with the correct answer, which was 3. The blue arrow shows us that we are linking something. Again, if we want to click on the next picture, we can do the same thing without going through the same steps. This was our incorrect answer, so we're going to link it to slide 4. Once we have linked it to slide 4, we want to hit the Done button in the top right-hand corner, since we are done linking this slide. Next on slide 3, we're going to tap on the shape, then we're going to go to our wrench and presentation tools. After presentation tools, we go to interactive links again, and we are going to link this to the last slide, which is slide 5, which tells our students they can either move on or be done with this Keynote presentation. In addition, we want to link the text as well, so that if we have smaller children who can't click on the shape and they click on the text, they are also linked to the correct answer choice on the page. We're going to go through the same exact process on slide 4. Again, we're going to tap on our shape, which is our button, and then we're going to hit our wrench key. Once we hit our wrench tool key, we'll go to Presentation Tools again and Interactive Links. We are going to link this one and allow the student to go back to the they have a chance to try again. Also, don't forget to link the actual text as well, so that the students can tap on either the text or the button. This ensures that they will tap in the correct place. Once you have linked both, it is very important that you check your Keynote presentation to make sure that the presentation is exactly how you expected it to be created. Tap on your first slide. Once you have tapped on your very first slide, this is the time to hit your presentation tool. Your presentation tool again is in the top right-hand corner. Once you hit your presentation tool, you can go through the presentation and make sure it flows. Make sure you click on all buttons. Make sure they work. When you've ensured that all the buttons are working and you're happy with your presentation, then it's going to be time for you to save the presentation for your students to view. Use your thumb as well as your index finger and pinch it like a crab to get out of presentation view. Now that you're happy with your Keynote presentation, it's time to share with the share sheet. Click on Share Sheet and you have a couple options. You can share a link via iCloud if you have that set up. You can also send a copy, or you can open it in another app such as PowerPoint. Today though, what I want to focus on is share a copy. You need to choose a format. The obvious one would be Keynote. Now, you're going to click how you want to share it. We can do Send To on the bottom part of your screen. If you want to click on Send To, this will open up many different options that are really great for students to show their work or for teachers to save their work to places such as their Google Drive. Once you click on it, you're going to click on Locations in the top left-hand corner. When the Locations is clicked on, anything enabled in your settings pops up. You can again save it to your iCloud Drive or your Google Drive. This will allow you to share with others. I hope while viewing this presentation today, you learned how to use Keynote to make presentations more interactive, also to engage your students in their learning, how to use it in a station rotation as well as a small group setting, how it can control the pacing for the teachers or control pacing for students to use, and how it can be a creation tool for your students to share their knowledge. Thank you for watching.